Hello cronies, Instructor 7 here. And in this video I want to cover something that is seldom taught, and that is his closest target, my longest reaching weapon. Now, I'm not talking about these Muay Thai leg kicks. Those are great and there's certainly a place for it. I'm talking about what we call a foot sweep. Closest thing I can touch with my body, my front leg, is his front leg. People do not expect to be attacked in the legs. They get mad at the face. That's where the bad look, the cussing, the spitting, the comment about your sister come from. The eyes are the window of the soul, right? That's what they get mad at. Think about the verbiage of aggression. I'm gonna knock your head off. I will pop you upside the head. You don't hear people say, man, I'm gonna bust you right in your shin. You don't hear that. They don't think about that. They get mad, they get tunnel vision. All a sweep is a low kick designed really to just knock a person's foot out from under them and not even take them down necessarily. First things first, safety. He knows he's fixing to be swept. He is picking his toes up slightly, putting his weight on his back foot, and the only thing touching the floor is his heel. That way we don't have an accident. On my part, I am not going to sweep to the front or directly to the side, which could tear up an ACL. I'm going to sweep to anywhere in the back. We allow leg sweeps in Tansu sparring, provided they're not to the front, which can lock the knee out. We're out here punching around, whoop, right there, point. What it does is it turns this man 3/4 of a turn, usually, and allows me a side order of ribs and kidneys. It's a fantastic point sparring technique. Point sparring is not in vogue now, but it also is a fantastic street technique. The big difference is when I hit him with this thing in the street, I'm going to blast squarely across his back. Turn your shoulders toward me either way. All right, that precludes him from spinning around, and I'm going to literally knock him out in the hand's range again, and while he's stumbling off balance, I'm going to lower the boom on him. This can be done off the back leg. I'm not going to go completely through with it. As a roundhouse kick, if I'm slightly closer, it's the roundhouse with the shin. Now notice my upper body and hands. I am covering my head heavily as I move off the center line with this thing. And I'm doing that for two reasons. One is I don't want to get hit in the head, obviously. And second, we're having a tense moment here. I make a gross motor movement. I want his attention focused up here, not down there. I want him seeing something up here. So when that happens, bang, right there. You are very unlikely to come across somebody who can throw a good spinning back fist reflexively as a defense to this. Do so. Probably not going to see that in real life, but sweep me. A lot of people lose their balance and whoa, hand comes around, so you're protecting against that. If we get in really close, I can come in here with a knee, make him stand on one foot, and I can throw him in the hole. This is used a lot, come closer. Throws and takedowns, things of this nature, that's a sweep of sorts. Now, I could get all cool and get in here and put him in some kind of wrestling hold, but in reality, when he hits the ground, I'm just gonna bust him in the ribs and get ready for the next one. So, moving over here. Have a little demonstration. As you can see, this stick is propped up at an angle. If I wanted to kick that stick out from under something, I can go anywhere in any of these directions indicated by these little arrows. See it? Where I would not go is any other direction. I have to stay within this half moon here, to knock that leg out from under him. Now, if I wanted to break this stick, I would do the exact opposite. I would set it there and pop it. The second thing that you can do to someone's leg besides sweep it, obviously, is pop that front knee shut. It takes very, very little if the person is not expecting it. You hardly ever see this in MMA for a real reason. Here's that reason. They're ready. They got their feet wide and the knee bent. If his knee is bent, he can take a tremendous amount of weight. If his knee is straight or he's loaded onto the back leg, very little is required. A friend of mine was on the couch with her legs crossed, and her 3-year-old was playing around and fell on her knee, popped it backwards, and she was on crutches for several weeks in a big long contraption. It takes very little. I mean, just pop. How you do it? If you have to, you only go on a stiff leg. People who are not really well trained, if you lunge at them or something, a lot of times they will not move. Watch my feet. They'll not move together. They will load the back leg like no and move the head away. When that happens, pow! If he's one of these that wants to get in your face and threaten you, look at my legs. That front leg is pretty well locked and straight and all my weight's on it. He's gonna aim about 2 inches above where he thinks my kneecap is. Bam! Now watch, see what he did with his front hand? And I might as well interject this. Every time I teach this, people will set up and I'll say kick down on the front leg and they'll do this. They will put this hand between what they're doing and the target and not think about this. I don't know why, but I've seen some folks on up to black belt do this. You must be cognizant of that. That's the danger. I want this up here. And from here, if I have any choice, I'm going to boom, come off this side. Why? I don't want to come down here where that hand is. If something goes wrong. I'm going to my car, I don't want trouble. Pop! Right there. A third way to attack the leg, put a lot of bend in that. You know that trick we did a minute ago? Get ready for it. Whee! See it turn? He wasn't expecting that. You can only brace up against one direction if you don't know it's coming. It's sort of like this old trick, make a fist. You got good shoulders, you don't have any trouble, do you? Do not let me push your hand down. You ready? Wasn't expecting that, were you? I went sideways. He was expecting down. Well, if he's not expecting it, bend your leg heavy. And I come in this way, it will buckle like that. I saw, was it Vanderlei Silva end Dan Severn's career with one of those. He hit him twice. It was like, wham! Dan went down and popped right back up. Here it comes again. Bang! He went down. No. It was over. Fight, career, everything. That's a pretty bad thing to get hit with. Now, what I'm doing different. In Muay Thai, a lot of sports, they use the shin and they strike right here on the seam, if I've got one. In the middle of the thigh, there's very little padding there, and there's a nerve called the common perineal. That is the target. Bang! If for some reason they want to do this, if I do that, I'm throwing everything that way covered. Bam! That's a fine kick. What I'm aiming for is the joint. The cord right back here. Instant ACL damage if it lands right. Be careful with it. But anyway, people do not expect that. This is the fastest, easiest thing for you to hit. You can cover your head with it. And it's very effective. Target that people just don't expect to be hit in. All right, till then, don't forget to like, subscribe. Stay safe, be dangerous. No, never initiate, that's easy for me to say. Never initiate aggression. And go home and play with this on your bag. One more thing, on your bag, I have a piece of chain, and my heavy bag hangs groin high so I can practice my snap kick. I will then put that chain on it, and it hangs about that high off the floor, and I'll practice these sweeps where I can hit that heavy bag with my shin. That's the best way to develop it. Just be cognizant of your head. Thank y'all so much. Till next time.